You gonna do something? Oh, no, she told me, lick it off the floor. I was like, I ain't gonna lick off the floor. You make the mess. You being considerate.
Let go of your phone.
Why?
You're under arrest. You're going to jail for disorderly conduct. You've already been told.
I've never been arrested a day in my life. Okay. Is that not saying anything to you?
It doesn't matter today.
Christmas Eve at the airport. A paper cup of water hits the floor. A man slips on it and falls. And when bystanders ask the woman who spilled it to clean up, her answer becomes the most expensive sentence she has ever spoken. Quote, lick it off the floor. End quote. In the next 11 minutes, multiple witnesses build a case so airtight that Christmas morning starts in a holding cell. Welcome to disorderly conduct law, where it is never the spill that gets you, it is what you say next.
And the one that was actually the aggressor was the lady in the black. She apparently spilled water on the floor, and the lady's cleaning it up. And then he asked her to clean it up, and then she started using the F word, and then they actually made notions towards each other. At this stage, sir, we have so much drama going on here. We cannot be referees. We would like them both to go take a kind of entry book over there. We can't do it. So both of them can leave. Yes, and I think that's like you got to take account of. We have people standing there for the two of them, but they have to leave. We can't put up with that. I mean, I'm not going to get in the middle of a brawl. I apologize. So it's her and him.
What's up, man?
So basically, she had a...
Let's go here. Let's go here. You can. We'll try to let you still get on this flight.
No, you good. So she had a cup of water, and then she dropped it, and then she left on the floor. This gentleman picked it up, and then some little girls were walking by, almost fell. Yeah. And then the one, like him, he walked up and then he fell. Because the actual water, he actually fell because of the water. And everybody's like, so she was like, man, you should have picked it up. And I was like, yeah, you should have picked it up. So then the girl right behind the girl that did it, tapped on her, like, like this, and she was like, ma'am, you could have at least picked it up. And then that's when she was like, don't f***ing touch me. And then I was just like, well, don't be considerate. And that's what she was like, you gonna do something? Oh, no, she told me, lick it off the floor. I was like, I ain't gonna lick off the floor. You make the mess. You being considerate. And that's when she, like, dropped her stuff. She, like, wanted to get in my face. I was like, hey, do something. And I had people saying this, so she's the one that had the problem.
They all said that she was the problem.
They all saw it. Yeah, you gotta ask him. He's the one that fell.
Okay, so he did
as well. We'll take you up front, get you rebooked, and they'll get you on the next flight.
We're going to get rebooked up front. They're not going to rebook behind her. And we don't want to cause a scene. It's Christmas Eve. I would like you to get home however you see fit, but it's not going to be by rebooking here. It's going to be by rebooking up front. Okay? Yes. I cannot do that. I'm not your maid. Put your back on top of the suitcase and let's walk up front. No, you're not. But you're not getting served here. You're causing a disruption. You're hindering the flow of... You already did. They already called us. You were pointed out. Okay? We weren't here for that. You're just going to walk up front.
Is subject to search, inspection, and
You're going to go to jail for disorderly conduct.
Watch the camera.
You're going to go up front.
Do
you want to go to jail, or do you want to go up front? Okay. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. You hear me?
In a minute.
Stand by one. Yeah, the order is only in custody 2023.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, let go of your phone.
Why?
You're under arrest. You're going to jail for disorderly conduct. You've already been told. Okay? Okay? Walk up front.
Just go.
No, I seen her earlier. She had a whole bottle of booze she was drinking.
Okay.
So she's pretty loaded.
All right. Appreciate it. It's right there. Yeah.
Welcome to Bodycam Vault. Today's lesson: when you spill a cup of water and a man slips on it, the answer is never, quote, lick it off the floor, end quote. It is Christmas Eve at the airport. Flights are tight, tempers are tighter, and one passenger just turned a custodial dispute over a puddle into a felony-level decision tree. We are about to watch a textbook example of how disorderly conduct charges actually get built, not from one outburst, but from a stack of witnesses all telling the same story. Stick with us. The legal breakdown is coming up, and there is one moment where the suspect asks Siri to identify her instead of showing ID. Yes, really. Hit subscribe if you have ever wished an airport drama would just freeze frame so a lawyer could explain it. That is exactly what we are doing here. Spoiler: Christmas morning is going to start in a holding cell. Let us show you why every single decision in the next 10 minutes makes that outcome legally airtight.
It was all over a cup of water she left on the ground. He slipped and fell on the, so I'm sure that's on. He just needs a refusal. Already went through the whole medical process. He just needs a refusal sign. Yes, sir. That's it. That's where I was going to go. But, Control, just be advised, there was a medical involved in this as well. It didn't have to do anything with the assault. An individual slipped on a cup of water she put on the ground. You don't have to give me consent or anything like that.
Stop. Right now.
About to get another charge. Okay? About to get
Why y'all still with it? Why y'all in my stuff?
camera.
She PI?
Okay, so no. Where?
How much you had to drink today? Where's your ID at?
It doesn't matter. Why you in my stuff?
Okay, well, it's just going to make me go through it way more.
Go through it.
Okay, then why are you asking?
My stuff.
Why are you asking me?
Why y'all got me under arrest for no reason?
Disorderly conduct. You went clear out of the area. You were in
I wasn't doing anything.
You had already caused a scene. They had already called us and pointed you out to the scene. That was enough for you to have to leave the area. You wouldn't do that. I gave you out multiple times. I said do that or go to.
Now the legal analysis. We walk through every issue, statute by statute, the way the prosecutor will. Issue 1. The underlying offense. The charge is disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor in every U.S. jurisdiction. Disorderly conduct generally requires knowingly engaging in fighting, threatening, or tumultuous behavior that disturbs the peace of others in a public place. Witnesses say the suspect threatened to stab people, refused to clean a hazard, and escalated a verbal confrontation at a crowded gate. Each element is met. Issue 2. Witness-based probable cause. Officers did not personally witness the original confrontation. Under the totality of circumstances test, witness statements from independent third parties are sufficient to establish probable cause even without officer observation. Multiple gate employees and bystanders independently corroborated the same account. That is exactly the multi-witness convergence that survives a motion to suppress. Issue 3. The medical event element. A man slipped and fell on water the suspect spilled and refused to clean up. That moves the case from pure disorderly conduct toward potential negligence or even reckless endangerment, depending on the jurisdiction. The fact that a slip and fall actually occurred is the aggravating fact that turns a verbal dispute into a documented public safety incident. Issue 4. Search incident to arrest. After cuffing, officers searched her bag and located ID without consent. Under U.S. v. Robinson, 414 U.S. 218, 1973, a lawful custodial arrest automatically authorizes a full search of the person and items within their immediate control. No warrant needed. Her objection, quote, "You are going through my stuff for no reason," is legally incorrect. The arrest itself is the legal reason. Issue 5. The Siri identification attempt. Quote, "Hey Siri, what is my name?" End quote. That is not how identification works. Under standard ID statutes, a person under lawful arrest must provide their name, address, and date of birth. Refusal can add an obstruction charge in many jurisdictions. Issue 6. Witness statement about prior drinking. One witness told officers, quote, "She had a whole bottle of booze. She was drinking. She is pretty loaded." End quote. That is admissible at trial as a present-sense impression or excited utterance, both recognized exceptions to the hearsay rule. If intoxication is proven, additional charges like public intoxication can be stacked depending on state law. Issue 7. The race claim defense. Suspect said, quote, "I am the black one," end quote, suggesting the arrest was racially motivated. Under Wen v. United States, 517 U.S. 806, an officer's subjective motivation is irrelevant if objective probable cause exists. Multiple witnesses provide that objective basis here. Now the grades. The officer earns an A. He gave both parties chances to walk away, called for medical, documented witness statements, executed a clean arrest, and stayed calm through verbal abuse. The suspect earns an F. Spilled water, refused cleanup, threatened bystanders, resisted ID, played the Siri game, and missed Christmas Eve with her family. Every single decision compounded the previous one.
You didn't ask me to leave. Watch your camera.
That's okay.
No, I don't get told anything. I don't work for you.
You're under arrest for.
What are you talking about? You guys are gonna get fired. All in my stuff.
Unlock your car, Leslie. No. I got a card with
You
a.
guys are gonna get
I
fired.
got a card with a name on it.
Are you guys gonna get fired?
Hey Siri, what's my name?
It doesn't matter. Give me my phone.
You don't get your phone, sorry.
And you're going through my stuff for no reason.
It's called search incident to arrest.
No, it's not. It's
It is.
violating privacy.
No?
Okay.
So the thing I got with the name on it right now. I'll keep looking though. Where's your ID at?
It doesn't matter.
Who does? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Found it.
Found what?
I will. Okay.
Yeah, like,
What state are you from?
it doesn't matter. Just book me. Send me on my way. Get me out of here. I have a plane to catch.
Too bad. Yeah, you're not gonna catch your flight today, okay?
It's already been canceled.
It has.
That's why you guys are here.
Correct.
Otherwise, I would have been on my way.
Correct.
Here we go now.
Not yet. Over a cup of water that she left on the ground. And somebody slipped on it, and everybody was like, hey, you probably should have picked it up. And she lost her mind.
So I'm getting 3 statements right now, and apparently the girl that you took threatened to stab one of these girls.
We're getting word allegedly she threatened to stab somebody while she was over there as well. So we just went through all of her stuff. She's got an open bottle of vodka, about less than a quarter, but more than an eighth is gone.
Gotcha.
Of it.
She bought that on the secure side?
Correct.
Okay.
And the red bag's still in there and everything that they put it in.
Okay.
It was all over a cup of water that she left on the ground.
Is that what the...
fell on?
Oh, okay. Wow, look at that.
And they asked her to take on it.
Alright, I'm gonna pat you down, okay? Alright, reach around it.
Here we go. I have to play with this. I'm like, here we go. What are you doing? Here we go. Thank you. Where's my phone?
It's in your bag.
Because y'all bored. Go do some real work.
For the threats that she made directly to you, do you want to press charges or anything?
I mean, it was just threats, not like you're that.
Well, I'm saying you have that option if you wanted to.
I appreciate that, but I don't know.
Okay. That's fine.
Yes, ma'am. They said you wanted to speak to a supervisor? Okay. So what I've been told, you were being disorderly at the gate. You were threatening to fight people?
No, people were putting their hands on me.
Okay. So we don't have anything on camera that shows people putting their hands on you. I personally...
watch it?
Yes, ma'am.
So you didn't see people touch me?
No,
And I
ma'am.
didn't touch anyone.
No. So people were trying to get you to pick your water up off the floor
No,
because
they
somebody
touched
slipped in it.
me.
Okay.
I never
But you
touched
were...
anyone, and they didn't get arrested.
Okay.
Another person.
So you were threatening to stab people.
What?
That's what I was told by the people at the gate. That's what people at the gate were saying. According to witnesses...
Time for the lessons. 3 takeaways from this Christmas Eve disaster. Lesson 1. Clean up your own mess. If you spill something in a public space and someone slips on it, you have created a hazard. Walking away is not a legal option in any jurisdiction. Lesson 2. Witnesses build cases. Officers do not need to see the original incident to make a lawful arrest. Multiple consistent third-party accounts equal probable cause. Lesson 3. Never demand to be released after arrest. Once cuffed, the legal posture is fixed. Arguing makes things worse, never better. Lesson 4. The race card during arrest is not a defense. Under when, subjective motive does not invalidate objective probable cause. Save the constitutional argument for court. Lesson 5. Siri cannot help you. When officers ask for ID after arrest, you must provide it. Refusal adds charges and accomplishes nothing. If this breakdown helped you understand how a $5 cup of water becomes a Christmas in jail, hit that like button. Drop a comment with which lesson surprised you most. Subscribe for more Bodycam breakdowns where the law actually gets explained. Share this one with anyone who travels during the holidays, and we will see you on the next case.
You were being disorderly at the gate. You also seemed to be under the influence. You had an open container of alcohol in your bag that was not supposed to be opened in the airport. You bought it at a store. It was supposed to stay in that sealed plastic bag. Based on your demeanor, the way you're acting,
I'm acting the way anyone would act.
Okay.
I have my hands behind my back, and I've never been arrested a day in my life. I'm almost 35 years old.
Today's a different day, so what's done is done. You're going to be taken downtown to booking.
Okay,
You'll be in charge of disorderly conduct. Do you have your phone? Okay. You can't call anybody right now, but you'll get all your property back once they get done all the processing and everything at the booking. Okay?
So I have to go all the way to downtown for what?
You're going to go to jail for the night.
And you guys not taking anybody else to jail but me?
We took one other person to jail tonight.
Even the person who touched me?
No, ma'am. You were the one that was provoking the incident.
How? I was minding my business. And
like
people touched me. I didn't touch anyone.
Based on what we observed and what witnesses told us, you're under arrest. We can't undo that. We've already made our decision.
Okay, and they're going to make their decision once they watch the real cameras or what happened. People touched me. I didn't touch anyone, but I'm the one arrested.
Okay.
Don't you think that's kind of funny? I'm the black one?
It has nothing to do with that, I assure you.
Okay.
So, based on your behavior at the gate.
My behavior at the gate, because I asked him to help me carry my bags.
Okay. So like I said, it's already over. You're already arrested. You're going to go downtown.
Are you serious?
A couple hours and they'll release you.
I've never been arrested a day in my life.
Okay.
Is that not saying anything to you?
It doesn't matter today.
I'm older than you. But you look older than me.
I probably am older than you.
You are.
Okay.